Hey everybody, this is a bit more relaxed than our usual thing. You see my headset is not on, so we're hanging out in the break room. Grab yourself a cup of coffee and a snack. And we're going to talk about stuff that's not a 911 call, but it's 911 adjacent. And I want to have this as being the segment so we can kind of break away from the calls every so often and go over some fun stuff. So what I want to go over is, I don't know about you guys, but the first time that I heard about or understood what an emergency dispatcher did was because of this guy. So this is Sam Lanier, who was the actual emergency dispatcher that worked in the emergency television show in the 1970s. And he was an actual emergency dispatcher for Los Angeles County Fire. So he was actively working and then acting also and doing the voice work. So awesome stuff. Passed away in 97. So to his family, really thank you for being an inspiration for us all. Genuinely. And if you did grow up with that, you're going to recognize this. Cool beans, huh? But something I bet you didn't know is there was actually a cartoon. Now, Sam doesn't voice in the cartoon, but there's actually a cartoon for Emergency. It's called Emergency Plus 4. It came out in 1973 and ran to 1976. And I'm going to treat you as something, because you're not going to believe me unless I show it to you. I'm going to show you the intro to that cartoon. So let's go ahead and let Sam sleep for a minute and get this going. Isn't that crazy? Anyway, let's pop Sam back up here. But yeah, it's just, and I know that there's some people that were like Adam 12 fans, and I was an Emergency fan, because I kind of dug Mantooth as an actor. Acting, big air quotes. And yeah, really, really great show. If you are young and you have never watched the emergency television show from the 1970s, it still holds up. It's still, I can tell you from being boots on the ground, it still holds up. So, I mean, a little bit different. So the medical attack vehicles, of course, we have now are miles better. But yeah, a lot of it's still mechanically the same. So good times. Yeah, and if you grew up with this, just tell me down below if this, if you enjoyed watching Emergency, or if this inspired you to become an emergency dispatcher or a call receiver. So with this was back when they used tones. And then once they tone out, I'll explain tones a little bit because some places still use them. They're broken down in different pieces. We might actually go through and make a video just about tones at some point. But so the first part, it would be the main jurisdiction. And then the second part is what, well, I mean, there's three parts. But what it is, it goes from biggest to smallest to get down to who you're getting, right? And the tones are very specific to each station. So station 51 has a tone. If station 51 hears their tone, then they need to really pay attention to the overhead. But they should be paying attention anyway. But yeah. But yeah, it's just, yeah, breaking down tones would be like, that would be a video all by itself. If you guys are interested, tell me. Not a lot of places use that anymore. A lot of places are common language now. But yeah, good times. If you have any recommendations or anything you want me to do when we're hanging out in the break room, I've got some other things we're going to talk about later. One of them, I'm trying to figure out if we're going to do the audio for or not, or just reviewing the documentation. So there was a major incident in Las Vegas recently. which made me remind me of the big Mandalay incident. So the incident from the Mandalay Bay with the music arena thing that happened. We're not going to go into detail about it, but trying to figure out if I'm going to edit out, because I have the entire 4 hours of the dispatchers with everybody at the scene for that, for the one that happened from the Mandalay Bay incident. But I don't know if it's going to be cool with YouTube. If it's cool with YouTube, then I'm just going to cut out the dispatcher clips so we can listen to them with the timestamps for, when the incidents are happening. Because in the flow with the paperwork that I have, it actually gives the timestamps for when certain things were happening. When they went, it's the FEMA. So the FEMA report came out for that incident, and I'd like to go through that with you guys. But we'll see. We'll see. So that's still a project. But 4 hours is a bit daunting for editing for myself. So it's kind of, I keep talking myself out of it. But we'll see. So I'm hoping to. But yeah, hanging out in the break room, we're going to be just, talking about 911 adjacent things. News reports, fun stories, maybe like PSAs, just some fun stuff. Please take care. Stay safe, and don't be naughty. Bye-bye. Until next time.